Hello, today we will discuss about polyatomic ions and also a chemical formula for ionic compounds. First, the polyatomic cations. For now, maybe we just introduce you to only one, which is the ammonium ions. The formula is NH4 plus. Yeah, remember? So just don't use their element name like nitrogen, hydrogen, blah blah blah. No, NH4 plus is ammonium. The name is ammonium, the charge is +1. Next, polyatomic ions, which is the anions one. The first is the one with -1 charge. Pay attention to the formula, pay attention also to the name. If you want to, I cannot help you for this one. There is no pattern. Even if there is a pattern, there will be too much exclusion. So maybe you just remember it. Maybe you can have your own method to memorize it. Maybe use flip card. Maybe, I don't know, just use your own method to memorize this one. Okay, the first one is NO2 minus, it's called nitrite. NO3 minus is called nitrate. OH minus is called hydroxide. Cn minus, we call it cyanide. CH3COO minus or C2H3O3 minus is called acetate or ethanoate. SCN minus is called thiocyanate. ClO minus is called hypochlorite. ClO2 minus is called chlorite. ClO3 minus is called chlorate. And ClO4 minus is called perchlorate. The -2 charge of polyatomic ions for anions. So SO3 2 minus is called sulfite. SO4 2 minus is called sulfate. CO3 2 minus is called carbonate. S2O3 2 minus is called thiosulfate. C2O24 2 minus is called oxalate. O2 2 minus is called peroxide. CrO4 2 minus is called chromate 6. And Cr2O7 2 minus is called dichromate 6. And HPO4 2 minus is called hydrogen phosphate. So I will explain about chromate and dichromate, why there is a Roman number in there. The details will be on the next video. And last, -3 anions. PO3 3 minus is called phosphite, and PO4 3 minus is called phosphate. Okay, determining the ionic compound formula. Biologic, for example, because Mg releases 2 electrons to form Mg2 plus, so Cl can only accept 1 electron to form Cl minus. So we need 2 Cl atoms to accept these 2 electrons from the magnesium to balance the charge as well. So Mg will form Mg2 plus 2 electron, and Cl2 will accept those 2 electrons to form 2 Cl minus. So at the end, the overall reaction would be Mg plus Cl2 to form Mg2 plus 2 Cl minus. Pay attention to the number of 2, the coefficient 2 that are marked red there. It will become the subscript of the compound forms in this magnesium and chlorine. So the formula will be MgCl2. 2 in the subscript means it is form 2 Cl minus. If you are still got confused, I have another method to memorize it. to understand it. Let's say this is Mg2 plus ions, and then you have Cl minus ions. I put 1 in there to remind you that if only minus, there is a number 1 in there, but it is not needed to be written as 1 in there. Yeah, so you just put it next to each other, Mg and Cl. So now the charge of Cl become the subscript of Mg, which is 1, and the charge of Mg become the subscript of Cl, so become Mg1 Cl2. But remember, when we are forming a chemical formula, subscript 1 is not necessarily written, so the formula become MgCl2. So as visualization, basically the ionic compound charge, total charge or overall charge, must be 0. So there should be equivalent amount of charged ions. If the charge is not the same, so they will match it with numbers. Let's say magnesium 2 plus. So now we have 2 plus or plus 2 charge. It is not 0 now. So if it is only 1 Cl, so plus 2 minus 1, so overall now is minus 1, plus 1. So we need one more to balance it. So the overall is plus 1 and then negative 1 from the new Cl on the left. So total now is 0. So they are electrically neutral. Or we can use a mathematical equation. Yeah, 1 times magnesium charge plus 2 times Cl charge. So 1 times plus 2 plus 2 times negative 1. So it's 0. So it's already balanced. So this is the formula of Mg. So there are 1 Mg and 2 Cl. So thus the formula is MgCl2. And please take a note, if the charge is already the same, just yeah, you don't need to use the crossover method and also balancing. Yeah, so just put them together. So if you have NaCl, Na plus and Cl minus, just put them together to form NaCl. And if it is Mg2 plus plus O2 minus, it will form MgO, and also Al 3 plus and N3 minus will form AlN. Now this is your job. Please make a formula if these two ions or cations and anions forms an ionic bond, or they will form a ionic compound. Okay, see you on the other slide.